Hey everybody, Green-Blooded Bastard back again. We're here talking about Latinx Batman. Actually, we're not. I just made that up. We're talking about Venom, There Be Carnage, the sequel. Finally getting to it. Been meaning to for a while, but I kind of had a tricky relationship with this movie. I mean, I watched it. I went, it's okay, but I don't know if I like it or not. So I watched it again, a year or so after it came out. And I was like, I like it a little better. It was on TV a while ago, and I'm like, I do kind of like this. So here we are. We'll see for like the fourth time, but probably the third time watching all the way through how it goes. The sync point is the first frame of black right after the Columbia Pictures or whatever it is, the chick standing there. Logo fades black, press pause, we'll say 3, 2, 1 and pause, and we will watch this fucker together, okay? So if you're ready, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, unpause. Ooh, it's loud, Jesus. Why is it always so loud? I always turn it down and it's just loud again. And it's not because I'm too old. You always tell my girlfriend, she's like, it's too loud. I'm like, it's too loud if you're too old. It just like resets to high every time. I don't understand. It's annoying as fuck. Because I always pull it to where I want it. And then it always like just goes back up. And it's annoying as fuck. In association with Marvel. Yeah, I watched this movie. Didn't see the first one in the theater, even though I thought it looked good. It could be good, but I was like, I don't know. There's just other stuff going on. So we're like, we'll wait until it comes out. And then we both watched it and we went, that was pretty fun. Like, it wasn't great, but it was good. It was pretty solid, fun movie, Still think they should have took that shitty Life movie and made it a prequel. But anyways. I mean, come on. It would at least help that movie and, maybe help this franchise over a little bit. But we saw, Woody Harrelson at the end of the first one with long red hair laughing. Cletus, what's his name? It was decent. It was decent. The comedy was quirky but worked. It worked well enough. It's kind of telling a rote story that it was decent. And then when this one came out, I'm like, well, let's go see it in the theater. Because the trailer kind of looked cool. Like, kind of looked okay. That it was like, well, I liked the first one. I thought that one kind of looked okay. So I'll give it a shot. And we watched this one, and I was just kind of like, I don't know how much I like it. Like, I was like, I don't know how much I like this. Like, I didn't hate it, but I don't know if I liked it, or if it was just like, that was average, Mulligan. I had a similar reaction to Guardians of the Galaxy 2, strangely. And I'll kind of go into that when I eventually do that podcast. I don't think I've done that. But I'll have to get back to that series now that the third one is out, and we can do that in a Christmas special. But for different reasons. This one, I don't know. It's just kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it just didn't sit well with me. Like, it's not like it was any really worse per se than the first one. Like, even though I think the first one works a little better, this one, I don't know. It just kind of, I don't know how to put it into words. Because when I watched it the second time, I was like, I like it a little bit more. And then I hadn't seen it for a couple years. And then just, fairly recently, a couple months back, it was on probably FX, because they always show us shit like this. FXM, the movie fucking channel. But I was watching, I'm like, I kind of enjoy this. So, you know what? Fuck it. We went back to the theater for the third one. And even though it wasn't getting a lot of good buzz, it was a sloppy fucking mess, but I still kind of enjoyed it. Like, I think this whole series, you can say, are probably the best Sony Spider-Man films. Like, overall, outside of the ones that Marvel co-produced, during this time. I haven't seen Craven. basically the consensus what I heard is story sucks. Like, it's kind of stupid, but the action's good. It's like, well, I figured that's what it'd be just from what the trailers looked like. Haven't seen it, but I will. Madam Web, like, it's a perfectly average shit movie that should have came out in 2003. Like, that's when it should have came out, and we all were like, wow, this is cool, man, and this is going to tie into, the Spider-Man movies. But we've had, 20 years of Spider-Man movies, all of them better than that. And you're making a Spider-Man spin-off without a Spider-Man, and the Spider-Man-like character's a villain, but not a villain anybody gives a fuck about necessarily. At least not the overall audience, seeing it. So it's like, it was just kind of like strange choices in that movie. And I don't know if they changed the script or what the fuck it was, but... Yeah, okay, yeah. He's just listening like, what the fuck? I forgot all about this chick. Like, what the fuck? I don't know if I put my face that close to the fucking floor. Like, goddamn lady. Even though this bathroom looks like it's clean, I would not do it. And I will say, I love the look of Venom. I love their fucking little friendship. I don't like it. Buried alive. Go on. So much carnage. I gotta say, Andy Serkis directed this film, I believe. And it's like, I think he did an okay job on this. I think he's got a good film in him. He's got good taste and good pedigree work with Peter Jackson, developing his chops, doing second unit and seeing how to make films like this. Didn't he do that Mowgli? I haven't watched that yet. That's not really my jam, as they say, but I'm sure it was decent. I like how Venom is kind of a dick in here to him. And this is kind of like, they were kind of friends but bickering friends in the first one, like trying to find a balance and needed each other. You know, and in this one, got a headache and probably got tuberculosis. And like one of the things I didn't like about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, like in reference to kind of what I didn't like about this one, is like they just kind of hate each other in this one. You know, it's not like they have a disagreement. They kind of hate each other. And that was pretty sweet. That was awesome. And in like Guardians, like they just fucking hate each other in that second one. Like, not just like, okay, we're still kind of, you know, learning our friendship. It's like they just full blown hate each other. Like, it's like, oh, I mean, I've come to appreciate Guardians 2 a little more, but it's like they just, yeah, like they just hate each other. And in this one, they're just like fucking hate each other, you know, as this goes on compared to the first one. And I think that's why the third one works as well as it does for me, is they're more friendly and more on better terms. You know? Bingo. That's a nice little segue. He's like, God damn it. I do like that guy. Ooh, he's back on top. He's got a new fucking jacket and helmet. What the fuck? Venom. Sonny and Cher. Most passionately disagree. Less of the old. I am 39. What? It's great. Chicken's just screaming. Lucky strike. He's just hanging out. Just side of a building, barely hanging on. I don't know why it's so funny, but it just is. Brutally dumped. Some fucking black keys here. Awkward. Yeah. I am not okay. I am playing dead right now. Okay. I just love how he's just making fucking shit, making a mess. The whole apartment's just like fucking destroyed. Stop at my birth. this this animation is kind of cool, but it's like, I don't need it. Like you could have just did that in flashbacks. Oh no, it's a bad idea. That's so great. So gross, but so great. You watch Making a Murderer. Go watch that if you want to be disgusted. I'm having a panic attack. Rude. How rude. Family. That is kind. Too late. He's like, what the fuck? You got a secret. He's like, what the fuck? He just fucking eats it back in there again. I don't know anymore. I love it. You got a fucking fancy new bike after that, the fancy helmet, the fancy jacket. Wow. Ming Mong. This is actually pretty funny. Oh, they just fight each other and wreck everything. Get out. Guy walking on the street. Keep it down up there. Call the police. It's stuck on the fucking ceiling. he's, he's like, peace and quiet. And nobody fucking looks. Nobody cares that she's screaming, just swerving around. Oh, I love it. I love it. What a fucking weirdo shit show movie. the show, I guess. I don't know. Fuck it. Motherfucker. Oh, Christ. Uh-oh. Carnage is fighting back. He's like, I don't got time for this shit. I'm not sure that I believe he read the fucking Ray Bradbury, but okay, maybe. Maybe Carnage did, because I don't think Cletus fucking did. That was cool, just showing the fucking bolts exploding off. I do like the look of Carnage. I always, you know what? I don't know if I said on the first one. I do like Venom. Because, I mean, I was starting to read comics a little more consistently, like, right around this time in comics, you know, when Venom was starting to blow up and then Carnage came out, like, a year or so after that, you know. So, like, I do all that. I wasn't consistently reading comics till, you know, probably the late 90s, but I was getting more comics than just the random stuff you got at gas stations and stores, you know, that they carried. But I always liked the idea of Carnage more than, like, Venom. I don't know why. Even though, you know, Venom's obviously more fun, I just always kind of thought, not that Venom was just like a crazier, or like a Carnage was like a crazier, more badass version of Venom, which he kind of is. Because Venom, you know, he's obviously a bad guy. In here, he's not as much of a bad guy, but you know, he's more of an anti-hero in here, and he kind of turned into that in the books. I haven't read much Venom in years, but I know there's a pretty highly acclaimed run, and there's like a whole family of books that have spawned out of it. But yeah, Carnage always seemed like more scary and dangerous and extreme. I always liked when he would pop up in shit. But yeah, I mean, I think probably Venom you get better story out of, whereas Carnage, it's like he's more of a force of nature, whereas like Venom is more of a character. So when this movie like came out, I was pretty excited just to see what they did with it, you know? I mean, you brought in fucking Woody Harrelson as Cletus What's His Nuts, which everybody who kind of, you know, who knew who that was from the comics went, oh man, this is fucking cool. Well, we'll get Venom, you know, and Carnage fucking shit up. And I mean, we do get that, but I was just kind of interested to see where this would go. Come on. Like that. What? You're not dead? This, remember this in the trailer is fucking great. The Japanese. Oh, babe. Stop, man, stop. You are real. What did he think? The drugs did that shit to him? Like, come on, bro. You are fucking real, bro. He just throws a fucking truck in the water. What the fuck? I love these fucking just the fucking glow stick fucking, you know, battery powered things or whatever the fuck they are. He's like, oh, I'll go over there. Like, what the fuck? I am Venom! I remember he said something like that from the trailer. It's fucking beautiful. Thank you, one person. Yeah, they're all like, what? Okay. Like, what? Yeah. They're all like, what the fuck? She's like, yeah. Just walks away. And I was like, oh, I'm depressed. He just walks out. I'm depressed. I shoulda. Now that seems a little convenient, huh? It just all ties together, doesn't it? It's a fucking Marvel universe there. It just all ties together. I don't like him with hair like that. They should have kept the longer hair. Or they should have like gave him a fucking shaved head. I mean, I don't know. I don't like that. It scares me. Got any of those internets? How flattering. He just laughs. That's actually kind of a cool shot. Showing it gets strangled like through a window, you know. Ay, baby. But I got a big thing living inside me. I want to be one of those guys in a movie. Just goes running in. He's a badass. So, let's see what you got. Now, you know, I feel like all these Carnage movies should have, like, good chases or car chases. You know, the first one had, like, the motorcycle stuff going on. And so, like, let's get some crazy shit going on, you know. Use the fucking symbiotes to do cool shit. She's just fucking creaming herself. She don't know what's going on, but she likes it. Shit. Uh, she does that again, I'll eat her face, bitch. I wonder if they got Woody Harrelson doing the voice of Carnage and they're, you know, modulating it like they do Tom Hardy. I guess I never thought about it. This fancy Lions jacket. Lobster restaurant. You can't go around without me. What do you want? She's a charmer. Oh, she's so good. So, pussy. No one likes you, Dan. red wetting. Not gonna lie, female Venom could be kind of hot. We gotta maybe explore that as a sequel. She could be the fucking Dom and fucking what's his name, Dan or Dave or whatever the fuck. That's how so literally they give him a shit about him. I forgot his name. Listening very sincerely. This is kind of a fun scene because, it could be going towards her and Venom at the same time. Like, it's a pretty good scene. Like, some of these moments are fun in the movie, but, like, just, I don't know. It still kind of falls a little flat because the whole Carnage shit really doesn't play out much. Like, he's not really that much of a menace, and a threat compared to what he could be. Well, maybe never. I wish she would have came back in the third one. Like, I know she's got better shit going on. But I mean, it'd be a good payday. Like, I wish I could have found her something just to have a little fun. That's fucking true. They do need some serious couples counseling. Like I said, man, Carnage looks kind of cool. He looks like Venom is very sleek, but he does have like that kind of little bit sticky, like fluidy kind of not completely smooth look, but it's very refined. Whereas like even Carnage in the comics, he looks more crazy and like distorted and busted up, chaotic, maybe you could say. A little fishy. Botched it. Dan, that was his name. Canapes. The jacket's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. See, if this was like a rated R film, that might slither down between your legs before it cuts away. I'm just saying, like, these could have pushed the extremes a little bit. Like, I know you want to try and make the money in the theaters because these movies have made a lot of money. Like, don't get me wrong, they've made a lot of fucking money for what they are. Keeping relatively modest budgets. They're making money. $1 billion plus franchise here, you know, like. I think this third one's coming up to about what, like 500-600 million it's made. Like, it's slowly just chugging along. It's still in the theaters a little bit. Or just about out, but like, man, why couldn't you just do like? And I don't like the whole, oh, here's the extended unrated cut you get after the fact, because that was annoying as fuck for about a decade when they did shit. Well, like these, you can kind of do it and just say, hey, it's basically the same movie. It's just crazy, more over the top, gory and graphic, and you know, you don't really add more scenes per se. You just, you know, maybe extend it where like it licks her face a little bit, and then it just goes down and starts to go down her pants, and you know, does some a little bit extended scenes, more gore, blood, you know, just like tearing people in half and showing the guts and blood fucking spurting. Like, it'd be good. Not for long. Not for long. You know, we're an hour and 10 into a pretty short movie. You know, hour 37. So you got to figure that's at least probably 8 minutes of fucking credits and shit. You know, so it's about an hour and a half. And it's like, man, we got like just lots of fight going on here. And I mean, I think the fight's good. You know, I think I like the fight in the first one a little better. There's good stuff going on in the third one too, but well, like, but like this just seems a little small. You know, it's in a wedding. Like I said, just kind of how they handled this whole Carnage and Cletus, you know, kind of storyline and what's going on here. It's just kind of, I don't know, kind of small compared to the first one. Honeymoon over. Anytime I see anybody's eyes getting pushed in, that's always great and fucking horrible. Like it is. And that could have been grosser. I'm just going to throw that out there. He's still got the fucking suit on. His hair's barely fucking jostled, you know. Come on. Oh, shit. The two is fucking it. Like, how does his shit just go for, like, miles and, like, you know, Venom's is going, like, 20 feet, you know, or it's just a real small tendril. A day. That's so gross. Love it. We can kick ass together, Eddie. The lethal protector. I forgot about that. But where the hell is the goddamn bell at this fucking cathedral? Like, come on. Just hit the fucking bell. You know, it only took us an hour and 17 minutes to get that to get snuck in the movie. Let there be carnage. I like that we're seeing more like the white tendrils and stuff on them. Like, I guess those are kind of like veiny things, but I just always wish this design would have not necessarily a spider, because he hasn't been on Spider-Man yet and hasn't done that, but it's like some cool design or something could have been badass. Was the bell gonna fall on her? Amazing. What the fuck just happened? That was the most ridiculous shit. I don't even remember that. It just goes through them and shoots back up at him. Like, what the fuck just happened? Oh, that was kind of ridiculous. It's just licking off the tendrils. I wanted to fucking double Dutch rudder it. There you go. Fuck this guy. I know, I'm gonna go run to Mexico inexplicably. I like you. I like you. Oh, what happened there? I wonder. Gotta come back for the sequel, maybe. The goddamn chickens are just hanging out. Fugitives. Fugitives. Ouch. Like I said, just like inexplicably, let's just go to like fucking Mexico or something. I don't know if they say it's like Mexico or anything in here, but it's like, you know, beach in South America or something, you know, Central America somewhere, like just jungles in the background. Inexplicable. And the fucking after credit sequence. Wasn't this where they're in the hotel room and then like they're laying there and the fucking crazy shit happens where like they try and tie it to like the No Way Home little thing or whatever the fuck it is. I don't remember. I ain't sticking around. That's all I know. I'm fucking homie's out of here. Homie's got shit to do. Homie ain't got time for that bullshit. Yeah, we got like 8 minutes of credits. And granted, some of them have the fucking mid-credit scene in there, but it's just like, Jesus Christ. That was a pretty short movie. I mean, like I said, it holds up a little better than I remember, but I still got issues with it because it just kind of, I don't know, it's just, there's something with it. Rubs me the wrong way. Like a man, that's what I think, I guess, but whatever. Okay, so, yeah, thanks for listening. Adios, amigos, amigas, and I'll be back later again next week. Doing something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, bye.